Okay, this is Jason Ashcraft with Louisville.com, and I'm sitting here with Clutch Be Still from Nappy Roots, along with Brian Fox, Louisville artist, and they just recently kind of linked up here and decided to record a song together. It's called Country Fried State of Mind, and basically just give us a little synopsis of how this all came about.
Man, in a nutshell, we had previous, we had actually, Brian Fox had invited us to a charity event for Smiles Train, which they do surgeries for cleft palate repair, and we went from building on that relationship to actually, doing an actual song together. And me and Brian had talked on the phones, like, a whole bunch of times trying to figure out, okay, what can we do? What song can we do? Something that won't feel forced, that'll be natural, a combination of country / hip hop. And Brian called me up one day and was like, man, I got the hook, man. I got the words. And sent it to me, BlackBerry, via his iPhone. I was like, I'm digging it. And then he actually laid it down and sent it to me. And it was hot. He was like, man, I need a drum track for it. If you can get your producer to put a drum track for it. He didn't wait for me. He got his guy Ryan to put a drum track to it, and it was history. We riding back from, we had a show up, I don't remember where we was at, but it was somewhere up north. And I was like, I said, man, it was Be Still and my man Big V. And I said, man, I got a track, man, y'all might be interested in. And I threw it in, and it was silence. And they really loved it. And that was like, it's where it
was one of those tracks that once you heard it, like I said, what you did on GarageBand or something like that? Yeah. Did it at the house. Yeah. And so it was one of those tracks that as soon as you heard it, it was just like, you were mad if you were invited to be on that track. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Clutch and I think, hit it off personally. And when he came over and we wrote, I had an idea that was so far my way in the country that it was kind of hard for him to, and I mean, I could see it. It was hard for him to kind of put himself into it. And so after that night, I mean, it was a great night. We knew something was going to happen on it. And like a couple of nights later, I was like, okay, well, what do Clutch and I have in common? And what, where is the middle ground between country and hip hop? And so I came up with this Country Fried State of Mind, and I went to my garage, man, the very first thing I've ever done, and sent him the idea. And it seemed like, you know what, after like thinking about it, I mean, we had more in common than differences. And so it came up with this hook that was right in the middle and related to both of us. And I think it was just really fun, and everybody can relate to it.
So now that the song has come to fruition, and you all basically just laid the first tracks of it down here in Head First Studio, and at this point, so y'all got a song pretty much recorded, and you've got to do, of course, the mixing and mastering process, but how much of it is a surprise that each of you all find yourself working with each other at this point? Now that it's done and over, are you all surprised, or is it been real natural?
I don't think it's a surprise. I think that once we found out, because we didn't know that Brian Fox actually was a rock star, we just thought, that the guy just, he was just a normal day-to-day guy who owns, business, went to work.
Well, actually, okay, y'all didn't, but I didn't know. Yeah, okay.
But what I'm saying is, once I did find out, I was like, man, it's no doubt that we're going to do some shit together, for real. So.
I mean, my wife and I have such a passion for our charity that we support that I didn't want to be like, hey, listen to me, I'm an artist too. It was more for that, and Nappy Roots had such a great reputation, and that we wanted them at our charity event. So at that point, that's all that happened. But as a side note, after that great night and the money we raised also became a mutual respect, I think, musically. So
That was a crazy party.
It always is. You were by both of them. So
Yeah, that's right.
So, hey, Halloween 20, where we at right now? 2011. So that's the
It's actually one of my first stories I did on my new blog. Actually, was not story, but just a review, and I posted a video from your all's performance that night, and it got quite a bit of reads. So it was good times. So now, basically, where is this going to go? Is this going to be kind of a one and done thing? You're going to do this song together, or is there potential for more?
Man, honestly, in this day and age in music, it's like, well, I came in the game where you had singles. You know, you could go to the store, buy a single, and it might have like 2 or 3 remixes on it. Might have an instrumental on there, might have an acapella on there, and you purchase that, you know, not knowing what it was attached to or what it was part of, but he was just like, man, I like that song right there. I want that song. So with that in mind, it's kind of like, that's the minimum. The maximum is, you know, sky's the limit. Right now, we was at your crib the other day, and you had, you know, started something, just playing on a guitar, and it was just, you know, went into 4 bars, 8 bars to, you know, it's hopefully to be another one of, you know, Countryfied State of Mind. So right now, honestly, I don't know. That's just me, Clutch. I don't know, but Nappy, we working on. We got an exclusive album right now with Organized Noise. So that's what we got. That's what, as a group, what we focus our sights on right now. But
in the day and age of iTunes, I mean, it's you know, why have 10 songs when you can have one great song? Or we'll see what that one great song will take us. But you know, when you have every track listing is 99 cents or 129 or whatever, you know, everybody's buying a song at a time anyway. So I think that it definitely feels like it's the start of something beautiful. You know what I mean? It definitely feels natural. I mean, it feels like at the beginning it was just like, you know, like kind of a wow kind of thing, but it was so natural we kind of quickly got over it. I mean, it just really kind of flowed into place.
Oh yeah, I don't. As far as like working together in the future, like Clutch was saying, I mean, we and I even came up on a studio session earlier when I come on first vocals with V, and V has some hot shit, which he's just playing the guitar, and he's just, you know, so each one of us, you know, might pull Brian Fox to the side and do a track with him. You know, we don't know where the future's gonna go, but with this song here, though, I think that it's definitely a very big record, and y'all might not want nothing else. You know, y'all just might just want this one. But I mean, you know, it's great, man. It's a great thing.
Well, cool.
Just stay tuned. That's how we say.
Yeah, keep it locked. If you like this, then holler at us. We definitely got more to come.
Excellent. All right, well, Clutch, Brian Fox, be still. Thanks, guys, for your time, and we'll hear more from you, I'm sure, soon.
So.
That's what's up.